let's talk about 3 ways that you can ensure that you have your best year for your Drunken Robo business in 2023. And what it's going to come down to with all these strategies is your consistency. So these are strategies, no matter what the strategy might be, that you need to be consistent with, because most of you have a general idea of what it takes to succeed and what you need to do. The problem is that you either haven't done it yet or you just haven't done it consistently enough to give it enough time to see the results of the effort that you put in. So let's dive into really quickly 3 strategies for this year that you may already be aware of that you could either double down on or at least be a little bit more consistent with this year to get better results and have a better year. So number 1 is going to be reviews. So many of you watching right now, I would be willing to bet, have less than 50 reviews on your Google profile, or you may not even have a Google business profile built out at all. If you're not familiar, Google My Business transitioned into Google Business Profile. So for some of you watching who are like, what the heck is a business profile on Google? It's Google My Business, just with undergoing a different name. All right. And you guys need to really prioritize getting Google reviews. I have talked about it in many different videos, and I will never say it enough how important this is. It does many different things. 1, social proof. So almost all of your customers or the people that you're looking to build commercial relationships with are looking at your website and looking at the reviews that you have gathered, mostly on Google. And then number 2, your organic strategies. The more reviews that you have, the easier it is going to be for you to have success organically and for people to find you. Now, if you're overwhelmed with reviews and maybe you're looking at your competitors who have 75, 100, 1,000, 300 reviews, whatever the number might be, just know that you can't just snap your fingers and automatically get to 500 reviews overnight, but this is not a process that is that hard to get to a large number of reviews. Again, it comes down to consistency. If you're doing 30 jobs a week during the spring and summer, or 20 or 15, whatever the number is, imagine yourself getting 40% of those jobs getting reviews back. So if you do the math, if you're doing 20 jobs a week, and you can get 40% of the people to leave a review for you, that means that you're going to have right around 8 to 10 reviews each week at that 40% to 50% range. All right. You do the math there. If you're doing 8 to 10 reviews a week each month, you're going to have around 35 to 40 reviews, somewhere in that mark. Okay. Over time this year, continue to do that. You can see how quickly you're going to start to gather a lot of reviews for your profile. It's all about consistency. So if that's a focus that you want to gear into for your business, which will help you, then you need to 1, put a process in place that is consistent to do so. And then number 2, just stick with it. Stay consistent. Okay. Don't do it for a week and then fall off, or do it for a month and fall off. Do it for the next 10 to 12 months. I promise you, it will change your business. Right? Number 2, social media. So many of you watching are not very good with your social media either. What do I mean by that? That covers TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, even Twitter. I don't care what the platform is, guys. Whatever platform works best for you, post on it and stay consistent. It is free marketing for your business, and people do business with people they know, like, and trust. So there's someone either on your Facebook or on your Instagram that will run into you if you're consistent on your posting, which will only take you a couple minutes per day to do. Let's say you do it a couple times per week. It really isn't requiring a lot of time or effort on your part. And what it's doing is it's building that know, like, and trust factor, which everybody is going to place a high importance on. We do business with people we know, like, and trust. So the more that you have an opportunity to get in front of them, especially in a free capacity, the better. Again, stay consistent. You are not going to post 2 posts this week and all of a sudden rack up $10,000 in business. It's pretty unlikely. Possible, but unlikely. But if you consistently post and you take that small amount of your day, couple minutes, 5 posts a week, 10 posts a week, whatever that number is that you feel that you can stay consistent on, it will help you gather that trust and that know factor with people who are seeing those posts on any of those platforms. Best way to go about it right now is, in my opinion, posting on Facebook, gathering a little bit of a following there. Instagram's really good too. And then Reels, if you can put together video clips do that. The engagement on Reels has dove down a little bit since earlier, or I won't say earlier, last year. It was kind of late last year, but it has went down a bit, but it's still good. You could still get 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 plus views on a reel. So I still like video concepts. I'm not against posting either. Just do something that you're comfortable with, that you can stay consistent on, to get in front of people at no cost. And then number 3 is where the costs come in. All right. Whether it's marketing, whether you're doing Facebook ads, Google ads, paying for SEO. Maybe you can do the SEO yourself, perhaps, if you have the time and you feel like you want to go that route. Pick one that you can consistently say, I can set a budget here and I'm comfortable with spending this each month to gather business, and do it long term. Don't jump into Google ads for 30 days and spend $300 a week, $1,200, in the month, and say, well, it just didn't work for me. All right. Unless you spent $1,200 and you got absolute zero back and it was a complete flop, because you need to be consistent. It's going to take time, whether you're doing Google ads or Facebook ads or SEO. All right. Now you should start to see a return, and really month 1, you should have a return, and the return is going to continue to get greater. But your mindset, you need to understand that when you're doing these things, you're not just building for right now. So when we're running Google ads for someone, or Facebook ads, or we're doing SEO, we are not just building for the current. We're building for the long term. We have next year in mind. We have 6 months in mind. So we're looking at the short-term return, which we have a mark that we want to hit each month that we're ideally looking for. We want to have a return in the short term, but we also know we're also building for the long term. So these customers that are coming in through Google or organic or on Facebook, the fact that we want to build them out to be customers in 4 months again and extend their lifetime value. So there's a strategy behind both short-term and long-term, and you need to be looking at it that way as well. So whatever it is that you decide to do for this year, if you pick these 3 things or you do all 3, just make sure that you're able to do it consistently. Don't look at the results in 30 days or in 60 days. Commit to doing it, the posting, the reviews, commit to doing it for the next 6 months. And I promise you, if you're consistent, you will see the results on many different things, including these 3. That's the difference. The companies that are doing the biggest numbers right now, the main difference between them and someone who is stuck is typically they have just been a little bit more consistent in areas that move the needle in business. Now, there's other factors involved. We all know that, budgets, different things at play, but don't underestimate the fact that just being consistent can help you get to the next level. It's just some of you are looking for the result of the efforts you're putting out with a scope and a timeline that is just too minimal. You're expecting the return like that. Would really, if you would have just kept doing what you were doing for another 30 days, you probably would have seen the results. So I hope this resonates with some of you. I want all of you to have a great year. Main key here, pick something, stay consistent. Hope this helps you guys. Thanks for watching.